Atheism is the most beautiful thing I have ever experienced. Beyond religion, beyond politics, beyond happiness, beyond anything. The reason being is that when I first started in religion, I was religious. This was my religion. Very small, very easy to carry. Doesn't get in the way much, you know. You could carry it and make it feel simple. But that's because I was only looking at religion as if it were very small and a small burden to carry. I read the Bible more and more, figured out the bullshit. Not only stayed like this, but it added that onto it. It's a phone bill. Now this ain't easy to carry. We got the one hand now. It's a good thing it's my right hand. I'm right-handed, you know. Insert your joke here. As I became more and more of an atheist, I just said I can't carry this anymore. So what did I do? I let it go. I have two hands now. I can use them to read books that actually make sense of what I'm thinking and feeling. Just got it. Planning on reading that, so. Or I can still read your local crazy book. But I don't read it as people who wrote it intended me to read. I don't read it as if it were real. I just read it, and I see it for what it truly is, very insane, very malicious stuff. And I can eat and not worry about thanking a deity for giving me this great food. It's orange juice. I can just enjoy it. I'm not burdened with the bullshit that goes into it, the feeling I'm less than what I am, and everything, and I'm trying to articulately say what I'm thinking. Richard Kaufman wrote this great poem, which I'm going to try and link in the description. I'm just starting to figure out how to do shit like that. But anyway, it allows me to intellectually think about things without it being burdened. 1,000 hands clasped in prayer, or, sorry, I'm not saying that right. One person working with both hands, two hands working together to achieve something, is better than 1,000 clasped in prayer. Because praying is really just wishful thinking. If you think prayer works, you know, you can go ahead and do it, but I'm here to tell you that you would get the same exact fucking results if you flipped a coin. Alright? It's 50-50. I think you'd get better results if you flipped a coin, personally, because it's 50-50. It's more like, you know, 70-30 with prayer. Or at least it was for me, I'm speaking of. But the thing about religion that I am so against is it lays down these bullshit fantasies as truth, as absolutism, absolute truth. This is my biggest problem with religion. They lay down this book, and there is no saying, well, I can agree or not agree, or I can disagree with these parts and agree with these parts. There is none of that for them. There is, you must 100% agree. I've met people here, and I've read the Bible. I'm working on my 4th time. I've read it 3 times. I agree with what Jesus said as a fictitious character. I agree that we're supposed to forgive each other and love each other and make it about peace. I agree with that. That small little thing. I disagree greatly with the bloodshed, the rape, the murder, the violence, the fucking craziness that goes into it. But I've met people, especially here in Alabama, here in the South, the Bible Belt, of fucking course, you know, you're gonna run into this, who tell me, oh, well, you know, you're an atheist. First of all, before they find out I'm an atheist, I say, well, I've read the Bible, I don't agree with most of it, and I don't believe in most of it. And I have a friend, he's religious, and he said he believes that the Bible is mostly allegorical. It's cute stories to make you think about things, kind of like they did with the Greek gods back in the day, and people were fucking shocked when he said, one guy said, you don't believe 100% of the Bible? What crazy, sane, or what sane fucking person could believe 100% of the Bible, alright? You gotta be fucking stupid and nuts at the same time, and on drugs, all at the same fucking time, to believe 100% of that shit. People tell me all the time about gays aren't supposed to get married. Well, they always get most of that shit. They always quote Leviticus, "Thou shalt not lay with a man as one with a woman," and shit, and it's detestable and all that. They get this from Leviticus, the same fucking book that tells you if you wear two different types of fabrics, like cotton and polyester, or leather and fucking lace, or, you know, whatever the fuck, if you weave them together and shit like that, then you should die. If you breed two different types of animals, you should die, you know. If you don't go to church every single Sunday, you should die, you know. Now, of course, they don't want to do that shit. So they say, oh, well, you know, that's in the Old Testament when it comes to that. We're not in that. But when it comes to the facts, that's where we got the problem. Follow one thing, don't follow another. That's the typical American, the American dream. Say one thing, do another, you know. It's fucking ludicrous. And it lays it down that you must absolutely believe like it says. You must. It demands that you believe it like this. It doesn't ask you to kill people, it commands you to kill people. Most people don't do it, which is a good thing, but give it time, they will. All it's going to take, one of these days, Fred Phelps, that motherfucker will get really old, go fucking wacky out of his head with dementia on Alzheimer's or something. He'll tell his family to start killing people. 110%, I will bet you $1 million fucking dollars that I could never even pay that he would do it. Trust me, one of these days, some crazy shit like that's gonna happen. Some fucking nutcase will go insane and with his little church cronies and, you know, start rounding people up like a new Nazi party. But besides that, what I find so beautiful about atheism is that it is ever-changing, it is ever-evolving. It cannot be rooted into one particular thing, alright? You can label people certain types of atheists. You got your, you know, normal, everyday atheists. You got militant atheists, and me, that's not me. I got some shit, if you want to label it, I got some shit I'm regular about, I got some shit I'm militant about. I do not think we should have fucking churches on every street corner. One in a town is a fucking enough. Alright? I live in the South, and every other fucking block. Alright? I went up north for to visit my uncle once. There's a bar on every fucking corner. I'm not kidding you. Every 12 feet there's a fucking bar. They take houses that people couldn't afford, they kick them out, they turn it into a fucking bar. Like normal, you walk into it and it looks like a normal fucking house, only there's fucking drunks everywhere. There's bars every fucking where in Wisconsin, where I'm from, originally. And that's how it is down here in the South with churches. There's like 3 or 4 bars in this town. Not that I drink anyway, but there is. There's a fucking church on every street corner. I mean, every fucking street corner. And it's fucking nuts. But, besides that, anyway, I'm running out of time, so I'm going to make it part 2 of this, and I'll explain better. I might even have to make a part 3. So, peace for now.